Hello everyone, people of the day, present you with episode 10_03. The clock is ticking on Monday, March 10th, a fateful day that will unravel the threads of the puzzle of Salem's complex relationships. In the sterile confines of the police station, Rafe Hernandez, his face taut with anger, listens to Jada Hunter's report. Her clear account of events paints a picture that ignites a fire in him. He needs answers, and he needs them from EJ DiMera. Where is he? Rafe growls, his deep voice echoing in the small interrogation room. Jada, her expression a mix of concern and professional restraint, simply points out. Rafe storms into the next room, finding EJ sprawled out with a look of nonchalant arrogance. You think you can take me for granted? Rafe's voice rang out, his hands balled into fists. Tell me what you know. EJ, the master manipulator, maintained his innocence. Rafe, I don't know what you're talking about, he said slowly, a smirk playing on his lips. He knew that Rafe's memories of their shared chaotic past had been shattered, conveniently erased. You're clearly mistaken. Rafe lunged forward, rage threatening to overwhelm him. You're lying. He grabbed EJ by the collar, his anger palpable. Jada interjected, her voice sharp and authoritative. Rafe, stop. You can't do this. She held him back, her strength surprising even herself. Rafe, chest heaving, reluctantly backed away, his eyes burning with unresolved rage. EJ, though shocked, was defiant, his denial echoing in the tense atmosphere. Meanwhile, at the DiMera mansion, a different kind of drama was unfolding. Rachel Black, her youthful face set in a determined frown, faced Ava Vitali. The child, driven by a fierce desire to remove Ava from the complicated equation of her parents' lives, held a kitchen knife, the sharp blade glinting under the chandelier. You need to leave now, Rachel declared, her voice unnaturally cold. You're ruining everything. Ava flinched, trying to reason with the child. Rachel, put the knife down. We can talk about this. But Rachel, driven by her own desire, lunged forward. Kristen, suddenly appearing, blocked Rachel's attack, but not before the knife grazed Ava's arm, drawing a thin line of blood. Rachel! Kristen cried out, her voice a mixture of shock and rebuke. She snatched the knife from her daughter's hand. What were you thinking? The incident left Ava stunned and vulnerable. Kristen, despite her manipulative nature, couldn't deny the danger Rachel posed. Maybe, she mused, her voice laced with calculated concern, maybe Ava needs some time in Bayview. Somewhere to think. The implication hung heavy in the air, a place where Ava could be away from, perhaps even influenced by, the unstable Whitley King. Across town, Doug III and Holly Jonas attempted to negotiate with Melinda Trask. Their mission, to retrieve Horton's priceless necklace. Doug, with dramatic exaggeration, recounted the necklace's sentimental value, weaving a story of family history and loss. Holly, more matter-of-fact, appealed to Melinda's sense of justice. It's a family heirloom, Holly said, her voice firm. It belongs to us. Melinda, wearing the very necklace they had sought, listened with a polite, if contemptuous, smile. I understand your feelings, she admitted, but I bought it legally. It was a great bargain. She patted the necklace, her eyes shining with satisfaction. I'm afraid I can't return it. Doug slumped, his dramatics failing to convince Melinda. Holly, her face determined, merely nodded. We'll find another way, she said, her voice low. Melinda, with a final triumphant smile, left, leaving Doug and Holly to face the reality of their failure. That day, filled with anger, manipulation, and broken promises, was over, leaving the people of Salem to grapple with the emotional aftermath. Suggest some catchy headlines for the article on